Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sir. So sorry. I was just trying to basically set up the. Just a sec. Give me a second. I think I'll log out of this. I'm just waiting for the audiences to join in. Guys, welcome to the stream. So, guys. So, guys, welcome to a brand new stream of ZBit, where we talk everything that's related to cryptocurrency, financial markets, and financial products. Guys, I think you guys are seeing me for a very long time again. Everything keeps changing in the market, and so do different things that keep popping up. Like there are days when it's always like it's doing good, there are days when it's doing bad. So there's so many things that we come across, and every day is a new learning. And what we expect out of these sessions is like obviously when you guys are coming out of this session, you have some certain expectations, and I really want to basically cater to your requirements. And I'm like, every day I ask each one of you, please let me know, please let me know, please let me know what exactly you guys are wanting to see on this channel, or what you want me to cover. But some of you do give feedback, which is good, which is great. But some of you are like really, really quiet about things. So guys, please, as and when you join, the first and foremost thing, if you want me to basically give you any kind of signals like buy or sell signals, I want you guys to basically let me know. And you have to basically comply to the rules. The rules are like you have to deposit funds while I'm live so that you can basically get that chance of getting buy and sell signals from my end. So do we have any users who are going to basically help me in terms of getting the required deposits? Because I want to talk about the topics when you guys are going to enter into the stream and talk about. Yes, guys. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. So, guys, if you want me to give you any exclusive tips while I'm live, So if you want me to give you any exclusive tips, help you in terms of your buy, sell trades and all of that, you have to basically let me know. And you have to deposit funds while I'm live. Guys, use the deposit button on the screen which you see to deposit funds into your accounts and then get in touch with me. So if you need me to help you out and in terms of handhold you, guide you, and in every which way, help you in understanding the whole world of crypto, then you have to comply to the rules. And the rules are basically, can you guys see like the deposit function on the screen? Do you have like, when you get onto the Zbit app, let me just show you. This is the Zbit app. Okay, my Zbit is actually updating. Hold on for a second, guys. I'm going to, there's some kind of update that's there. So let me update it and then I will be able to show you guys what I am trying to do here. So you have this deposit button on the screen. All right. Do you see this deposit button on the screen? Can you use that to deposit funds? And then basically you can get in touch with me. You can talk to me. You can ask me buy, sell entries and things like that. The user 4315906481178. Hi guys, hi. There's any challenges in terms of what you guys are doing in crypto trading? What exactly are you doing? Futures? Are you doing spot? Does anybody want to share their stories or their, right now whatever is going on? Because if you let me know, then I can maybe guide you, help you in terms of everything. Some of you are very new users here. Some of you are just starting out in this industry, so I totally get it. Can anyone share it with me, like what exactly you're trying to? Give me a second. I'm just logging into this. I'm logging into the platform. Give me a second, guys. Meanwhile, people, I want you guys to answer to me in the comment section. I'm just logging into the Zbit platform. Hold on for a second. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, when you get onto the live stream here, so when you get onto the live stream here, you have this deposit button. Use this button to deposit funds into the account. Can you guys see this deposit button here? Okay. Deposit button in the streaming, and then you can basically deposit funds and start trading along with me. Guys, let me tell you a very harsh and real story about markets not always being what we expect it to be. So please remember this, every day is not going to be like maybe a trading day for us, or maybe we might not be able to 100% find accurate positions or things like that. So uh, I may be able to give you a like live buy or sell. Or sometimes I might be not able to find when one correct position while I'm live. So that's okay. That's completely fine. Tell me if you want me to help you, guide you, and in order to basically cater to your requirements, then you can do the deposit, use the deposit button, and then get in touch with me. And I will share you the uh, exclusive tips, how you can go about with trading, how you can go about with starting the crypto journey. Okay, I'm deleting all the things on the chat, on the thing like this here. Okay, so here we have. So once you get onto the Zebra platform, you know that there are two types of trading that are available. Okay, it's spot and futures. So somebody who wishes to take very big positions by borrowing money from the platform, then they can go for futures trading. Somebody who is basically looking to trade in the current markets without any leverage position, then they can trade into spot. Now, the only difference between the two is in spot, until unless you plan to sell it, nobody is going to take away that unit which is lying in your pocket. So even if you want to hold that particular crypto forever, you're going to hold it until unless you decide to sell it. That is one thing. Second thing that comes up here is like if you're okay with leverage is nothing but you are borrowing funds from the platform. Okay, the first and foremost thing which you do once you get onto the platform is you KYC yourself. That's the first step. Okay. Second thing that you do is you deposit funds into the account. Now, funds into the account means either if you're already a trader, you might be just transferring the crypto already, which is lying in your wallet in some other wallet. That is one thing that you'll do. Or the second thing which you will do is you will basically be selling, be depositing the fiat, which is your fiat currency, into your wallet. Two things. Once you get done with it, then you start your trading journey. Now comes the fact, which is whether you want to trade spot or whether you want to do futures. And I told you the major difference between the two. So in trading also there are different types of traders that we talk about. We are talking about scalpers, we're talking about day traders, we're talking about hodlers. So there are different types of traders and you can be one among them depending on the capital that you have, the risk that you're ready to take, and also the time horizon that you've kept for yourself. So these are the things that basically we are talking about. Now, moving on to different types of orders and margins that we will talk about. There are two types of orders which remains common in both spot and futures trading. So spot, it's going to be basically, it's of course going to be uh, limit and market order. Market order is something where you basically place the order at the market rate, whereas in futures, basically in limit order, if you assume that the market is going to go up and down depending on where it is currently, then you can place the limit order too. These are the two things. Now moving on to the isolate types of margin that we have, we are talking about isolated and cross margin. uh, there is one more order which basically substantial, which is like differentiates in futures versus in spot, which I will come back to and I will show you. Of course, the limit and market orders are going to be same for both spot and futures. It's just that when you want to place at the current market rate, you place it at market rate, and if you want to basically, if you think that you might be going up and down basis, that you will be placing your trades according to it. Now, margins, when we talk about margins, what we are trying to focus on here is there is an isolated margin, there is something called cross margin. Now, cross margin will let you place orders for multiple positions that you're taking. So because people like trading in different cryptos, some of you, I mean, of course, cross margin is not for everybody. Cross margin is for the people who knows how to trade and who can take multiple uh, multiple trades at one time. Some of you like taking positions in Ethereum, Bitcoin, like you take simultaneous positions every time. So like that, basically, if you're taking if you're taking trades in different positions, then you can basically uh, use cross margin. Coming to isolated, just a second. Just a second. Yeah. So as I was saying, that basically, yeah, what was I saying? Sorry guys, I got like some messages here and there, so I was like bit referring to that. So the point here is, when you're doing spot, you know that there are two types of orders. Then when you're doing futures, you're doing limit and market order. That also is similar, same, something similar. Isolated and cross margins, I told you, like there are two different cross margin, you have like multiple positions, whereas in isolated you basically have one position which you take, and you kind of take trade in that, and that is how you manage your position, which means whatever balance you have in your account, okay, whatever balance, say you have $100, you have $500, whatever you have in your wallet, that is what it is going to use for one position only. So in isolation, hi my dear professor. oh, कैसे लॉस हो गया, किसमें डाला था आपने, and how much, how big was the position, which one did you trade in? I feel so sorry about it. Ethereum, okay. So what did you buy? Did you buy or did you sell it? What did you do it actually? पहले $50 का लॉस हुआ था, अच्छा। आपने कैसे पोजीशन ली थी? Did you buy it? Did you sell it? Okay. सेल किया था आपने या बाय किया था? अच्छा, ओके। दैट्स सैड टू हियर। पर आपने, आप मुझे थोड़ा सा अपनी सिचुएशन समझाएंगे प्लीज? आपने सेल किया, बाय किया, आपने स्टॉप लॉस का इस्तेमाल क्यों नहीं किया? इतना बड़ा लॉस होने तक क्यों वेट किया आपने? You shouldn't be waiting so long, right? I told you guys to use stop loss as and when required. Like the moment market is not going in your direction, you should use stop loss and get done with it. So did you use the stop loss? फिर सेल की पोजीशन ली थी, मार्केट एक कैंसिल से बुलिश हो गई। Happens. मतलब did you not get your profit at all, or was it like आप overweight कर गए? Like did you wait for way too much of time, or was it like um, see, sometimes what happens is our profits get achieved, but sometimes what we do is either we are too greedy about things and then we overlook things or overmanage things. That's when the losses happen. But in your case, was it like the moment you entered into the market, it just went in the opposite direction, Professor? Is that how it happened? Or did you miss out on the timing? Because timing आपने miss की होगी तो पक्का you will be basically facing this issue for sure. What do you think? Did you miss out on the timing, Professor? Because your ID is having Professor as the name, I'm using that only as the name. So tell me. मुझे लगता है आपने ना व्हाट आई फील इज यू either over analyzed market, that's why it has happened, या फिर आपने मुझे लगता है कि आउट ऑफ फियर या फिर पता नहीं कुछ रॉन्ग प्रिडिक्शन के बेसिस पे आपने कुछ गड़बड़ी की है, दैट्स व्हाट आई फील. Is that true? What I'm trying to say, Professor? I'm talking to you. All the other users joining in, guys, I want you guys to deposit funds if you want me to personally look into your matters, personally look into your trades and advise you where exactly you're going wrong and help you, guide you, and give you buy sell signals. Please, I want you to understand this thing and मेरे साथ कोऑर्डिनेट करें, मेरे साथ कोऑपरेट करें, तभी हम लोग ये सब कुछ कर पाएंगे. Guys, with this, I can only understand that you guys are not using stop losses. Stop losses is a very important tool, guys, because a lot of people think that okay, if I use stop loss, I'm going to exit the market beforehand or things like that. But trust me, is the best way to basically manage your risk, and the risk management is something which not everybody understands. So uh, it's very important you understand what is risk and how you can actually mitigate risk. That is very, very important. So can I understand what exactly is happening here? Like, okay, the professor is not joining in. Professor, what exactly is happening? I was talking to professor and then suddenly he disappeared. Okay, what I was trying to say here is that, guys, his case is a very good case. I really appreciate people joining in and sharing their own issues and problems, what they're facing. It's fine. That's great. But what I mean to say is that you have to understand that here, basically, mitigating risk is very important while, taking a trade, and trade can always go wrong. That is also okay. But what ultimately matters is whether or not you'll be able to manage the risk that we're talking about. use a stop loss so that you can mitigate your risk, guys. That is how you can trade in the right direction. I know there will be days when you will take wrong trades, which is very much okay. In fact, I also do this. I also take some wrong trades, which is like normal. Okay. So if professor is not joining and 274424, I know you are here. So if you have any particular requirements, as in you want to ask me any particular questions, feel free to do so, my dear, because these sessions are primarily for you guys only. And if you don't ask the right kind of questions when you are in the session, you will never be able to learn anything. So if you want to learn, if you want me to handle, guide you and do everything that's possible for you guys, then you have to basically ask me the right kind of questions. Please ask me anything that you feel you want to ask. Okay, so first thing first, I am going to basically go to my 5 minutes chart. I will be drawing my support resistances here. Today being 5th of December. Let me draw my support and resistance. So this is my support. And this is my resistance. Today being 5th of December, so we have this support and resistance here. Okay, so my resistance is standing at say 3192, and my support, just a second, just it's a bit, it's not so visible from there. Yeah, so my support is standing at 3064.51. All right. So let me measure the market. So almost 4.15% move that it has seen. Now I'm going to change some settings for my moving averages, which is like I'm going to take a 50 moving average, which is purple in color, and I'm going to take a 200 moving average. So as I can see, both are above price, which means price is in downtrend on a shorter time frame. Let me see how it is showing on the 60 minutes time frame. So my 200 moving average is basically still remaining below price, which means here on 60 minutes time frame, my chart is above moving average here, like my 200 moving average. So it's in an uptrend. But for the shorter time, for the shorter moving average, basically it's still below. So it's kind of shorter pullback. That is what we can say. So here again, like we can see my 50 moving average basically. Price is above that. and 200 moving average, basically price is below that. The price is below both. So let's just see where is our support and resistance. Yeah, user 105149. Hi, my dear. Hi, welcome to the stream. Price is above 60 minutes, guys, on the 60 minutes chart. Understand this thing very well, that if it is above the moving average here, that it does have the capacity, like until unless it kind of moves back into the downward direction. So which means price can still retain in this point in time. Now what really matters here is how is it showing on the 5 minutes chart. 5 minutes chart, it is below moving average, which means that it is basically in downtrend. Now let me just put my other charts here. So it's near the neutral zone. Just a sec. Sorry. So my buying pressure is basically sitting at 20. Selling pressure is at 22.7. I'm on a 5 minutes chart and we're trying to analyze. So price is below moving average. What it means is that basically price on shorter time frame is below moving average, which is a 200 moving average. So it's like in a downtrend, but the 50 moving average, let me add 50 moving average also. How does it look like for it? Mm. So you can see here that basically right now, my short moving average basically is sitting here. which also is like above the price, but both of them are in negative right now. Like both of them are showing downtrend in shorter time frame. Now coming to the bigger time frame is showing uptrend. Now what normally happens is whenever we look at the overall trend, when we are looking at it from a bigger perspective, that is what it matters. So when you are taking a trade, make sure what it is looking like on the bigger time frame and change your decision based on that, like as per the shorter time frame. So here you can see that it's in uptrend, which means like the wait, the 50 moving average is still sitting here. The 50 moving average basically it's like going up, kind of has come down, and on the RSI also it's sitting at 43. And here is the 50, it's near the neutral zones. So I don't find any buy or sell position as of now, guys, because price is basically sitting near the neutral zones. I will wait for price to move to extreme levels and then we take a trade alongside. Whether buy or sell, that totally depends when it reaches the extreme levels. I am not somebody who takes trade from between or in between. Just a second, I think the CRM is getting. Let me log into the platform. Hold on for a second. Guys, I'm not able to see your chats. Hold on, because the platform got disconnected. Yeah, 105149. Sorry, guys, because the system got locked off, I'm not able to view the comments here. Tell me, what is it? I'll tell you my reasons why am I taking a trade or why am I not taking a trade in this current situation. So my buying pressure currently I can see it's 17. My selling pressure is 22. Okay. My buying pressure is 17 and my selling pressure is 22. So sellers are in control in the current situation. Whereas on the charts, it's just showing the opposite, where the green candle is forming is showing buyers are becoming strong. So there's clearly some kind of deviation that's most likely to happen here. And RSI here, you can see it's sitting at 50. So it's basically in the neutral zones. So till it reaches above like 50 and above, where it kind of becomes oversold or something, oh, sorry, overbought or something, till then we don't have any sell positions, or till it becomes oversold we don't have any buy positions. So it's sitting in between, it's like kind of consolidating. We'll wait for a proper breakout for it to come, and then we will trade in the direction of wherever it is moving. Okay guys, this is my explanation to it. I hope this is what you guys also think of. If you guys have any other opinions, feel free to share. So the reason why I told you I'm not taking any trade in this current scenario is A, my both the moving averages basically are just sitting above the price. So they are it's a downtrend which is there on the shorter time frame. So price is most likely to go down in current situation. This is what my analysis says. And because it's also sitting near 50 neutral zone, it's not giving a proper breakout. So price has to either break out and go up, or it has to break down and come down. Either of it has to happen. That's where we will get a trade here. Now coming to the DMI, DMI basically buying pressure is weak, selling is strong. So most likely if the breakout happens here, then we will have some kind of like confirmation, and then we can trade in that direction. So I just have this feeling for it to consolidate for some more time. Let it consolidate for some more time, then we can see of how to go about with uh, like the things here. So let's wait for the breakout, guys. Let's not hurry. Let's not rush into taking a trade, because we see here I drew support and resistances, right? So now you can see here, like you can see here that it is just moving in sideways direction. Can you see this? It is moving in sideways direction. So that's why I don't want to take any trade here. Although my support and resistance for the day are like totally different, but here it's kind of consolidated. So until a breakout comes either in upward direction or in downward direction, we are not having any trade here. Guys, I'll be taking a small 5 to 10 minutes of break, and then we'll continue talking about the markets and everything once I'm back. Yeah, guys, so tell me. Yeah, there's a proper breakout that seems to be coming. So since it's in downtrend on a shorter time frame, I will suggest a sell position in this current scenario instead of a buy. Reason being, one moving average basically is like clearly showing it is in downtrend that it is moving. Then we have DMI, which is basically clearly showing that selling pressure is building up. So my reasons for why we should go for why we should go for sell instead of buy is all these things. Both my moving averages are supporting the downtrend. So when it is a downtrend, we normally don't buy during that session, during that time, because price tends to further go down when it's kind of in a downtrend. My 60 minutes chart, my 60 minutes and 4 hours chart is basically, okay, my 60 minutes chart, let me have a look. 50 MA, 200 MA. 200 MA, yes, price is up. 60 minutes, price is up in uptrend. So this is my 200 MA, and the red one is my 50 MA. I think the system got stuck. Anybody has any questions so far? Guys, 5 minutes chart, if you want to take a short trade, it's possible, but you have to like keep a very small target, because the problem here is on a bigger time frame, it's still showing in an uptrend. So this, whatever pullback that you're seeing on the shorter time frame may not sustain for a very longer period of time. So therefore, we may be able to take a short position here. Wait, let me fix the long short position here and see what target are we able to achieve. And you should not keep an over and above target, guys. Like, don't keep too much of target. So 1:2 means if this is your entry point, you should be exiting at 3096. Because see, RSI is at 40, so price does have the capacity to go below 30 on RSI, and then DMI, showing selling is still strong. So a 1:2 ratio is still possible that we can achieve here. Now, whatever, buy, whatever sell signal I have given here, guys, you have to make sure that from this point, which is basically what is the point here, 3130 to 3096, how much would that be? Let me calculate. 31, what was the point? 3130, right? Minus 3096. So we are talking about almost 34 points here. 34 points or $34 in dollar terms. If I talk, it's $34, a 34-point move. So basically, we are talking about almost $34 move. So when you're sizing your position, guys, you have to be very careful. How you size your position really matters. So if it is just a $34 move, how are you going to size your position? Let's see if, for example, you have $100, you've taken a 5x of the position, so which means $500 is what you bought it at. $500 is what you have as the position size. 3130 is what you bought it at. So you bought 0.159 contracts of Ethereum, which you plan to sell it at 3096. So you are almost making close to you're making 5.43 as the profit. Here, if even if I say that it's going to be around 1.43, which is going to go in your fees, which is taker and maker fees. Yes, madam. Yes, my dear. Yes. 156863, and yeah, welcome, my dear. Sorry. So if I say that 5.43 is basically what we have here, then we are talking about if we imagine that it's going to be this as the so you're still left out at $4 as the profit. So after fees, do you think it's still a good win-win situation? I think with $100, what we plan to do, we've achieved the target that we've been looking for. In fact, it's not 1:2, it's basically over and above that. So it's a 1 is to 2.58 ratio achieved so far. So when I pointed out at the sell trade, if any one of you has followed the stream and is taking the trade alongside with me, you might be sitting at a profit of 1 is to 2.58. If you have taken a trade alongside with me, when I pointed out to take a trade at this level, which is the entry price was 3130, you might be sitting at a profit of minimum of $4 to $5 right now with a $500 position. So $100 being your margin, 5x is the leverage that you've taken. And you've exited at 3086 or 87. So on a shorter time frame, it's a downtrend, but on bigger time frame, it's an uptrend. So guys, 60 minutes time frame, you can clearly see the 50 moving average, which is a short-term moving average, that's above price. So whenever moving averages are above price, it means that the moving average is clearly showing that price, like wherever the average is, price is basically below that. That is what it means. So it is in for shorter time, uh, from the shorter moving average perspective, it is in downtrend, but bigger moving average is still showing its overall in a uptrend. Okay, so bigger time frame, bigger moving average is showing it's an uptrend, whereas the shorter time frame, which is basically 5 minute chart, you can see both the moving averages, they are in downtrend. Now, whenever we are taking trade, we take trade basis the overall perspective. So our overall bigger time frame is showing its uptrend, but shorter time frame is showing downtrend. So we can take a buy position here. Currently, right now, we can take a buy position here still. But like I told you guys, market today, where is it? Just a sec. The overall market is standing at minus 3.3233. So, we'll have to adjust our positions accordingly. So this short-term pullback, what we currently see, how far will it retain or will it not be able to retain? That is something we have to manage our risk accordingly. So when you see the price is trying to go up, you can take a buy position, because why I tell you to take a buy position even though on the shorter time frame it's in downtrend is because the overall bigger perspective is showing that the market is still in an uptrend. So what we tend to do is we always look into bigger positions, bigger time frames, and then we decide on um, to shorter time frames and things like that, like what we want to do on shorter time frames. We never take positions basis looking at like basis the shorter time frame always. First, we need to understand the bigger market structure, 4 hour chart, 1 day chart, weekly chart, how it is looking. Okay, understand bigger perspective. Is it uptrend? Is it downtrend? Or buyers are strong, sellers are strong? What is exactly happening? Matlab, overall bigger picture, what it is. Then come to shorter time frame. See what is it showing. Is bigger picture aligning with the shorter time frame? And if it is aligning, yes, we will trade in the same direction as the bigger time frame. But when it is basically something else in bigger time frame and something else in shorter time frame, it's always good that we always plan our entries and exits on shorter time frames only. But when it comes to decision making, you always have to look at bigger time frames only. Is there any other way, guys, you trade in any other direction? Do you have any comments? Do you have any suggestions or anything else? Like, is there some kind of difference of opinion anybody has? Like, anybody wants to say? I normally trade in this way only. I look at the overall bigger perspective कि uptrend में है downtrend में. अगर overall uptrend में है मतलब it's like market is going up only. But short time के लिए थोड़ा सा pullback हुआ है. That means that okay, that pullback now, that pullback, do I really want to trade or not is something I decide. If there's a pullback and if it's going down, I will take like short position, but I will not keep too much of a target. My aim in this direction is always to buy, but when it comes to uh, sizing and taking a target, I will set it as per the bigger time frame only. I think our risk to reward ratio of 1 is to 2.5 has been achieved. I told you guys to take a sell trade at 3130, then exit at 3086. That is achieved. Then from the same exact exit point, I also told you if you want, you can take a buy entry if you wish. See, this one is achieved already, what we were trying to do here. Now, if I delete this and try to position myself for a long here from this point, I am not going too much. I'm just going 1 is to 2 only. Any questions for me, guys? 694492 or any other people? Anybody has any questions? See, guys, whenever I'm telling you why we should buy, why we should sell, I always give my valid reasons over there. So if anybody has any questions in regards to why are we doing whatever we are doing, please feel free to ask me those things. Any questions for me, guys? I have given you a buy position again here with a risk to reward of 1 is to 2. We're not doing too much. We're just going, see, we can also keep the target till this zone where we have put a resistance here. Although this is not the resistance for the day, but this is the previous swing high that we have. So we can keep the target till here also, which is almost like how much? 1 is to 2.58. Again, same thing. The way we took a short position is the same thing. But I'm not going over like that. I'm not doing over. I'm just keeping a target of 1 is to 2 and I'm happy with it. I don't want to overdo things. Guys, make sure to deposit funds while I'm live so that I can guide you step by step onto how to go about with crypto trading and help you step by step onto how to take a trade, to explain you all the terms and terminologies and everything that you need in order to start your crypto journey. Anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Guys, anybody who wants to ask any question, please feel free to ask. So in futures trading, there is a thing called whenever you see a downtrend, that's when you will basically short your trades in futures, okay? Whereas in spot, the rule slightly differs. Reason being, we always have to buy when there is an uptrend that is going on a bigger perspective. But in futures, because we're trading in both the directions, it really matters where the bigger time frame is, and then we decide on the shorter time frame whether it's worth taking a decision. See, what happens is, for example, you see that if there is an overall uptrend in the bigger time frame, okay, then you go and take a trade, and you take a trade there in a shorter time frame, as which is showing as downtrend. Okay, normally what the rule is, the downtrend means we have to take a short trade, right? So you can take a short trade on shorter time frame, but look at the overall perspective too. Overall perspective is showing that it is in uptrend. So can you actually hold the trade for a longer period of time? The answer is definitely no, because that means that the, like, for shorter time, although you might be able to take a short trade and close it, you would not want to stay for a very longer period of time and either get into stop losses, or maybe hit um, or get your money stuck for that matter. That's why I always say you have to see both shorter and bigger time frames, then only you can trade in the direction of the trend. Excuse me, so sorry guys. So a trend reversal basically is very, very important. Why we are talking about trend reversal today is because uh, when we are looking at the moving averages, all we're trying to know is that there is any reversal that is there on the charts. Are we taking the right buy or right sell position? That is what we're trying to analyze. So when price is breaking the previous high in a downtrend and there is a possible uptrend starting, which means that there is a structure breakout structure, change of character, and when price is breaking previous low in an uptrend, possible downtrend is there. So the divergence price is making higher highs, and RSI, MACD making lower highs, bulls getting tired, and all of that. So the divergence can basically spot a reversal. So one of the main thing is spotting higher highs, and then RSI, MACD making lower highs. So in that scenario, bulls basically are getting like weaker and weaker. That's why the divergence is kind of in telling us that it is going to reverse from here. And as I told you, breakout structure and change of character is also another thing. So price, if it is breaking the previous highs in a downtrend, and if if it is breaking the previous highs, then there is an uptrend which is starting in that scenario. And if there is a price breaking previous low in an uptrend, there is a possible downtrend which is likely to start. Even apart from this, there are candlestick signals which kind of points out to the overall the trend. So there's hammer, which is inverted hammer, doji, engulfing candles which kind of shows that a trend reversal is most likely to happen. So these are various things, various points that we need to remember when we are trying to spot a reversal. Other than that, if there are some key level rejections, I have already always shown you wherever the rejection is happening, there is always a candle with a very big wick that is there. So there is a major support resistance or reversal happening at Fibonacci levels of 0.618 or 0.786. So if price is not able to sustain those places or positions, then most likely will reverse and all that. That is what is going to happen, and in the demand and supply zones too. So there will be volume shift, trend reversals love volume spikes, and if volume goes um, the opposite direction, then there is obviously pressure building up. So other than that, if the moving averages, basically if they are moving across, like 50 moving average is crossing 200 EMA, which is also called as the golden or the death cross, if on the higher time frame trend reversal confirmation, if the golden cross is happening or death cross, so most likely it kind of indicates that there is a reversal most likely happening there. So the buying pressure has to build up, guys. So from my bigger perspective, from my bigger time frame, it does show it is an uptrend. I want to see how my buying pressure is building up on the charts. So RSI is at 38 here. Somewhere selling is only strong. So which means bulls are taking over, bears are taking over. So overall, you can see that on the bigger time frame, 50 moving average is not supporting. It's kind of showing that it is in downtrend. So if one of them is not satisfactory, that's why I'm always against taking trades when the proper validations or confirmations are not available. So we have to be careful on that front and then take a trade in the right direction. So price is trying to reach an oversold zone. Let's wait for some more time till it reaches 30 and below on 60 minutes. Sellers are still strong. So 5 minutes chart. So it looks like price is pulling back a little, and most likely it will pull back again. Sellers are on shorter time frame, buyers are in control though. Still a target of 1:2 is a possibility, because we have not overdone, over set the targets, or we haven't risk managed way too much. It's still a possible, entry and target achieving place. But because markets they move so unpredictably, every second, every minute, every now and then, it's just moving in different directions. So it might be a problem in the sense that if we kind of keep too big targets, we might be we might be in the trap of either hitting the stop losses, or we might be in the trap of getting our money stuck. So that's why right kind of targets really does matter, guys. Guys, let's wait for our buy target to be achieved, and then we'll plan our short entry. Or if in between, if guys, if I have set to take a buy position and situations do change, then we might plan our short entry, and I will let you know. I think till here almost 1:1.3 is achieved, but I want you to basically finish it at 1:2, because that is still an achievable target that we're trying to set. I don't think it's a non-achievable thing. Market is running at a rate of 3.3. So your entry point can be still like it's at 3085 where we exited, and we are keeping a target exit at 3124. I think it's an achievable thing. So let's continue after 5 to 10 minutes of small break, and then if while stream, like while I'm live here, guys, you have any questions, please feel free to ask me the questions that you like. Okay. Guys, whoever is joining the session, please ask the questions if you have any personal requirements, anything that you have, please feel free to ask any doubts that you have. Two nine four zero three 822140406 1. I don't know what is that you have sent me. What is this actually? Is this some kind of, is this a number 822140406 1? What is this actually? I think when I was trying to give a long position here, a target of almost close to 1 is to 1.49 is achieved. Because on shorter time frame, it's still in the downtrend, but bigger time frames are still showing it as, just a sec. Yeah, 435088. Yes, please. 435088. Hi, my dear. Tell me, what is it? Because the shorter moving average is in downtrend, even on this chart you can see it's in downtrend. Most likely the price will go down, like will move down and then start pulling back. So whatever buy position also we still kept it here is still possible, but it might take for it to kind of it might take some little time for it to achieve. It will take, because this short pullback will continue for some time, which means the sellers are in control right now. You can see on the RSI also it's reached like 36 and something. On the DMI, sellers are in control, buyers are becoming weak. So it will pull back a little and then again start retracing back. So let's just wait, because we are halfway through it. I would not recommend any kind of sell positions at the moment. We'll wait for the price from here to kind of retrace back. That is what we can do. Anybody has any questions? 609264. What is this welcome bonus? Did you get it or did you not get it? What is it? Did you lose out in it? Still looks like a position that is achievable, right? That's why I gave you this buy position. Yes, user 609264. You asked about welcome bonus. What is it about? Did you lose out on welcome bonus? What exactly is happening? Tell me. Guys, sometimes the system gets stuck and I'm not able to view your comments as and when I receive it. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, I can see Jay Prakash online. Jay Prakash, do you have any personal questions, like any questions as related to crypto trading? How is futures going on? How is spot? Everything going on? Like, what is your um, like? What do you have any questions that you would like to ask me? Guys, whenever I give you long buy, sell, short, whatever I give you with reasons. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? And all of that. So please tell me in the comments if you have any objections. Like whenever I'm giving you any trades, you can ask me any questions. See, I gave you this long buy position a little while ago, and that target of 1:2 is achieved here. I gave you the entry price here at 3082. An exit was planned way lower than this, but you see the exit was here 3122, but still the target is achieved till the swing high. Like I told you, right, the price will reach till this level, but I still did not keep that kind of a target because I don't want to overdo things. I told you guys very clearly. So I'm happy with 1:2 ratio. Your 1:2 is achieved. However, see, in fact, your 1:2 भी नहीं. It's like basically how much, like 1:2.65 achieved, actually speaking. I told you when I was giving you this position that the price will basically come till this level. But at that point in time also I didn't give you that big real, like, big targets, because sometimes what happens is price retests the resistance, or sometimes it doesn't retest and it bounces back from between, only from halfway through. So what I did is I just basically made my target a little more lower. So a lot of traders like to basically take short trades from here, but since on RSI it's still at 50, I would want you guys to still wait and take a short trade at 60 on RSI. The long buy position is achieved when price starts reaching 60 on the charts. It's already reached. Guys, whoever wishes to short from here can short from here. I have a valid reason. One, on RSI it's reached overbought. Two, my buying has become strong here, selling is weak, but here the sellers can take over. Definitely, reason being, like you can see, price has surpassed both 50 moving average and 200 moving average. So in that scenario, basically it will basically be moving up, and then it's like on shorter time frame, it's going on a uptrend. But the pullback is most likely to happen here, so that's why I don't want you guys to continue. Don't continue buying, I would say, until unless, yes, buying becomes very, very strong. But on 60 minutes time frame, price is still very strong. Actually speaking, the buying position can still retain, but you have to be very careful, guys. Again, a small pullback comes in shorter time frame, means your money can get trapped for some time, or the stop losses can get hit. But remember, on bigger time frames, it's still under uptrend, so it's not a problem. Jay Prakash ji, do you want to ask any questions? Please feel free to ask. A little while ago, if you would have joined, you would have got a good buy position. See a risk to reward ratio of almost close to how much was achieved. Risk to reward ratio of almost 3.68 was achieved. So if you would have joined the session a little while ago, you would have got this buy sell signal from me and see where the price is sitting here. So how you would have made the money, I'll show you with even with $100 in your pocket. Okay, $100 in your pocket, you have taken a position at 3082. Sorry, $100 into 5x is what you did. 500 leverage, 3082 is what you did. So you got 0.162 of the contracts, and then you exited at 3158. So that's about like $12 profit that we're talking about. $12 means basically we are talking, even if you remove say $1 or $2 of fees, trading fees, you're still left out with at least a minimum of $10 that we are aiming at. So is it good, bad, what exactly it is? Can you tell me what is it? Jay Prakash ji, any questions? This is how you take a leverage position. This is how you size yourself. This is how you take a position as per spot. It's totally different. Futures is different. So any questions you have, please feel free to ask. Yeah, sure, no problem. Anytime, my dear. But if you would have joined a little while ago and when I gave this buy signal, you would have been sitting at least a profit of 100, sorry, 10 to $12 right now. So I gave a long position here. At this exit only, I told you guys to plan your entry here. And although I didn't give you three, this is 3 to 3.3, 3.77, 1 is to 3.77 achieved, but I gave you a target of only 1 is to 2. So even with that, you would have easily achieved at least $5 profit, but here you would have achieved at least at least $12 profit. So it's a big win-win here. So this is what you guys have missed out on. So that's why I'm going on telling that please join the session, please be part of these sessions and all of that. So that while we're discussing things, we might come across something which is very important, and that is how it will be. So you definitely did miss out on a very good opportunity, but that's okay. Anybody wanting to plan their sell entry can plan their entry from here, this level where your buy exit has happened. From the same point, the sell entry could have happened with again a risk to reward ratio of 1 is to 2. Guys, every dip, I don't suggest you to buy. Every peak, I don't suggest you to short sell. So sometimes things are not in our favor. That's why I don't suggest, I don't ask you to take any trades from between, in between, and things like that. So please understand this thing. So at the exit where we have, you can plan your short sell entry. Let me have a look. Moving averages basically they are like the 50 moving average. The price is above 50 moving but below 200. Okay, so short term it's a basically uptrend, but 60 minutes. Let me have a look. 200 moving average basically. Price is above that. So it's still an uptrend. But shorter moving average basically is above price, which means it's a downtrend. Here on 5 minutes, basically 200 is just the opposite here. You see, 200 is here and 50 is basically. This is confusing. Let me just see. Downtrend and uptrend. It's below 60. It's like near 60 on RSI. So we'll 26. So guys, let's watch it. We'll wait for a proper breakout. There's consolidation that's happening here. After a long short position here, now we have some consolidation building up. Will carry on after some little time. After a proper breakout that comes out. 982762. Hi, my dear. 761781. Welcome to the stream, guys. All you lovely people, whoever has been supporting these streams, using our platform and depositing funds while I'm live, please remember, guys, I do a lot of hard work behind the scenes, and this is my core job, and I'm trying to give you the best possible content to be able to trade successfully. I'm working way too hard, guys, behind the scenes, and I want you guys to understand this, that there is a proper rule, that is a proper thing that you need to follow. If I'm giving you buy sell trades, it's just like people outside are charging thousands and thousands of dollars or money like that to kind of teach you all this. But I am just teaching this free of cost. In return, I'm just asking you to use the deposit function on the stream, which is there, and deposit funds while I'm live, so that you can see for you can check for uh, how accurate is my data, how accurate is the whole thing. So please understand this. Deposit funds, you yourself will see that whatever buy sell positions I'm giving, whatever I'm doing here, I am basically trying my best to give you the best possible entries and exits. And with my entries and exits, you will be able to make some successful trades. Trust me, you will be able to make some successful trades. But all you have to do is you also have to, in return, support me. Sorry, my dear, I'm so sorry. Like I told you, the uh, thing gets stuck sometimes. Why not trade $18? Help me. Why no reply? Hi, why not trade? Guys, sometimes the stream gets stuck and I'm not able to answer I'm not able to look at your question. I'm not able to look at your responses. हाय हसन जी, कैसे हो आप? I'm good. आप कैसे हो? How are you doing? How is your performance going on? आपका सब कुछ कैसे चल रहा है? Life and everything. I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing? How is everything? How is everything going on? So, guys, last 15 minutes left for the session to finish. आप में से किसी के पास भी कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो तो आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं. Guys, you can take a short sell position from here because price is moving below the moving average, so it's kind of in downtrend in short time frame. So you can take a short trade here. Let me have a look at. But on 60 minutes it's still in uptrend, so this short trade that you're going to take, you have to be careful and size your position accordingly. Don't overdo. 1:2 is an achievable target. Don't overdo things and lose out on the money, or get your stop losses set. 1:2 is good enough, nothing more than that. If you are going to go for more greed, you're going to end up losing out on money. तीन ट्रेड तो हो गए, चौथा ट्रेड मैंने आपको यहीं पे ही एग्जिट पे बोला था कि यहीं पे आप अपना शॉर्ट लगा सकते हो। टारगेट आपको मैंने 1:2 का ही दिया था, इट डिडंट गिव यू टू मच बिग टारगेट। देखो 1:2 भी आपका एक्चुअली स्पीकिंग अचीव हो गया है फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट टिल दिस पॉइंट। So guys, your 1:2 ratio for short sell is also achieved. So your 1:2 ratio is also achieved. In fact, now you're not even 1:2, it's basically 1:2.38 achieved. So if you guys are following me and following my instructions and my buy and sell signals, guys, you must be sitting at really good amount of profits, but you guys are not paying attention to anything. Guys, with that, we are going to end the session here. I think today we've got good amount of buy and sell trades. We got good amount of signals. And if you haven't really followed, you have missed out on a great level of information and, great level of opportunities. I want you guys to go refer to this stream once again. Wherever I have given you a buy signal, I give you my reason. Wherever I give you a sell signal, I give you my reason. So every opportunity had some kind of logical reasoning behind it, and then we basically, if you have taken a trade along with me in my direction, I'm sure you would have made a lot of money. With this move itself, see you, we are talking about almost close to 3157 was the entry point, and exit here is like at 3096. So between that price to that price, what we are talking about is almost, we are talking about $61 move. Wow. So imagine, even if you had like $100 and you took a 5x of the trade, which is a $500 position, and you sold it at 3157, which means you got around 1.158 of the contracts and you sold it at 3096. So you were able to make close to around 9.66 as the profit here. And if I remove, say, even one and a half, $2 of the fees here, at least you were sitting at a profit of $8. Like $8 is the minimum, or the that is what you should have got. It's just $100 what you could have put. So guys, this is the kind of opportunity of loss because you did not listen to me and you did not go by what I was trying to explain here. I want you guys to revisit everything and basically see into what how we trade, in which direction we trade, and what are the best ways possible to trade. With every buy trade, with every sell trade, I give my logical reasoning, and if that reasoning is not good enough for you guys, you have to basically get in touch with me, tell me why not, challenge me, and I will definitely tell you why or why not I agree with you, and then we will basically trade in the right direction. So guys, with that, I'm just signing off from this debate, and basically we will be looking to talk much more uh, tomorrow. So basically between 4 to 8 p.m. is when you will see me, and we will continue to talk a lot more about all the things that we need to talk about crypto and the financial world. Okay. So this is Nida Preen signing off from the Zbit. We'll catch up tomorrow. Take care. Have a great evening.